I think it's like from a biological standpoint. They're like, this is the best for child breeding. It's like, what are you talking about? Like
they're like Mary had Jesus when she was 14.
Yeah.
So what's the issue?
That's literally the I'm not even kidding.
People forget Mary was a child.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Is this guy how you guys do your podcast typically? Is you just start into it?
Yeah. Like I can just cut in like
just like
wherever.
by the way, welcome everyone.
Yeah.
Do you have a formal like, hey guys, welcome back?
No, like we just start talking and just go, and then like maybe like 5 minutes in, like, oh, by the way, welcome back everyone.
Oh, once things are comfortable. I kind of like that technique.
Yeah. It's not a super structured podcast. We just talk,
just rambling,
and just you know.
It's not like we have
a
list of topics to talk about.
No, this is episode 283, and
nice.
I don't know how we still have things to talk about. I was really scared we would run out of things to talk about one day, but I guess there's just always some new shit to talk about.
It's possible to run out of things if you aren't doing stuff.
That's true.
You guys are doing stuff.
Well, I also at 283 episodes in, I'm pretty sure we're just retelling the same stories that we told like episode 20, but we've just forgotten because we've recorded. If you were to start the podcast like right now and listen to it without breaks, I think it would take like it's almost 2 weeks to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we've said a lot of stories like I'll tell a story. I'm like, oh, dude, everyone's gonna love this, and the comments are like, you've told this 3 times. Like I have no recollection of that.
You should maybe like upload all 200 and however many hours to YouTube in a single
long
video. Yeah, because I think you can. Or
shit.
Because then you can like transcribe it in some way. So you can like, did I tell this story before? Type in like a keyword in that story, and you'll know how many times you did it.
Having a transcript of literally almost 2 weeks of us just talking nonstop. How big would that be? Also, I'm sure like I'd go back to like the early episodes and just see stuff. I'm like,
yeah.
We should have it streaming on Twitch live.
Yeah. Well, see, I wanted to do like a 24/7 podcast stream that's always playing episodes, but I'm like, there's probably some shit we said in the earlier episodes that I just would rather not have that just playing now.
Oh, there's a lot of shit
brought up to the surface.
Because it's like at the beginning we were trying to like separate ourselves from the Markiplier type fan base, and to do that was to be like extremely edgy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that involved us not really thinking about jokes or like writing a script. You know, we're recording Let's Plays and podcasts, so it's very off the cuff.
Edgy as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Like 2016, because when we worked for Markiplier, and then when we left, like we had a lot of Markiplier fans, and they're awful. It's like 13, 14-year-old girl. No, I mean they're
Markiplites?
The Markiplites are all right. They got they're really really just creepy, and it's just like the obsessive 14-year-old girls.
That's funny. People outside of, I would say, like Markiplier's audience would have no idea that there's this. I wouldn't say hierarchy. Maybe it is a hierarchy, but like there's like that much of a distinction between like people in his fan base and others.
There is. They people simp for that man. They love that man so much.
He gets really good views.
It's insane, dude.
Still.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He has like, what? He's like 30 million subs now or something? Yeah, we lived with him. Like, we were like the OG content house before
one of the first.
Before all those guys.
Really?
Markiplier moved us into his mansion. And
it was him, me, Matt, and then our friend Daniel.
Right. And it was an interesting experience.
We had
living
a cool,
with
beautiful
Markiplier.
view of downtown LA. I remember we both were looking out at that view with the pool, and like, we're never living in a place like this ever.
Yeah,
No
I was
way.
like, I'm just soaking it up now because I'm never gonna be able to afford something like this. It was so nice though. That house was incredible. And then Mark's dog started chewing holes in the wall, like in the drywall, all
she
over
would
the
go
house.
up to the side, like the wall, and just start gnawing.
And there were holes like this big in the
yeah.
wall. It's just like you walk in and there's just like dog hair and then just like holes.
Then she got her period, and
That's
just
right.
Wow.
She
all
did.
over
She
the
got.
house.
She did. He didn't get her spayed soon enough, and she would get her period and drip blood all over the house.
He's probably like, oh,
When we went to dinner with Markiplier, he told us that his dog takes dumps in the house.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
What is it? The Roomba. The Roomba shit.
Oh my god.
She took a shit in the house, and the Roomba spread it all around.
Like it literally, like he came downstairs and like this was right after we moved out, like a week or two after we moved out.
We had a lot of horror stories in this house.
This house was,
we had a big ant problem.
Oh, the ants were
on the
fucking-
walls and shit.
It was like a beautiful house too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never would have guessed. I mean, when he said that his dog took big dumps in the house, I was genuinely shocked because I knew he was talking about how like it's basically service trained, right? Like, isn't it like hardcore trained?
I think it was all undone in the first like month because that dog was like super trained and like purebred and stuff, and then she just like it all reverted just like within a month, and that's the stupidest dog I've ever met. She's so sweet. She's super sweet. She's like an incredibly like loving, just nice pooch, but
like,
she's
like 8
so
now.
stupid.
Like
8?
she's got to be like 8ish because Lego's turning 8. My dog,
wow, yeah.
My dog's turning 8 in July around there.
My dog's turning 8 in May.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's like the first time I'm like, whoa,
I know.
he's getting up there because
Because
he's a
I-
German Shepherd.
Right.
They're like 9 to 12, right?
Yeah.
So
I got my dog when I started doing well on Twitch, and I was like, okay, I financially can have a dog now. And it freaks me out that my dog's almost 8 because that means that I've been doing internet stuff for almost 8 years.
goes by.
Yeah, we're
So I
we're about to
feel-
hit 6 years on this channel, and like I'm like,
Crazy.
fuck,
I
like
don't
that's
wanna
so weird.
Bring it back to Markiplier's dog. But
We love her.
Yeah.
She's great.
well, what's her name?
Chica.
Oh, right, Chica, of course.
Her name was Sephora.
Not after Five Nights at Fred
He changed-
Fred Eyes.
Fred
Five Nights at Freddy's. Like he says it's not, but that was right
No.
in the prime time.
Totally.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I was gonna
dude.
say the is the Fred Eye, is that like is that like the Pete Rat Gumai thing? Is that kind of, have you seen that before?
No.
The weird-
What is
You
that?
had Guma?
There's this guy.
No,
who
now I
just-
have to because of the reaction is
Yeah,
very.
well, I mean, it's
No, I'm sorry to also ruin the connection.
no.
Nah, I feel bad.
Okay, well, let me first say the Anisa and I were gonna go to like a notch party at some point. It's like a
Oh
Halloween
my
party.
god, I'm jealous. We've always wanted to.
I know.
he
You
You
doesn't
heard
like
about the
us,
candy
though.
room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's all
good,
really
good.
stale though. Like he doesn't eat any of it. It's just old stale candy.
It's just old Skittles in a jar.
So
It's in like a
we
tube on the
really
wall.
wanted to see this place. We thought it was so interesting. We knew it was going to be odd. So we it was a Halloween party, so we wanted to dress up in a cute couple's costume. And we were so close. We were going to go as Markiplier and Chica. Legit. We went to like Petco or whatever and printed out like a dog tag that said Chica,
Literally
and she was going to be
engraved
Chica.
Chica on the
Oh
dog
my
tag.
God.
We
Yeah.
were
Oh, yeah,
committed.
we
I,
were.
I didn't know you
got, like,
guys
I'm guessing,
had
a dog
already
onesie?
knew about this dog.
I
and
had like dog
yeah.
ears that I made. It was my first cosplay attempt.
Okay.
And I had
As
disemboweled
Markiplier's
a
dog.
bear, and I had cut the skin. I'd skinned it, and I'd made ears and paws out of it.
Wow.
I was like really.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. It looked like a Five Nights at Freddy's type.
Well, you got to
deal.
impress Notch.
Yeah. But we wrote it out as Chica Fishbach. Is that his last name?
Yeah.
And I was going to go as Markiplier, of course. But we were like filming something. I think we got in a fight like in the middle of me preparing for it.
Yeah.
So I had bleached my hair, getting ready to dye it. I think black and red or some combination. That was
Oh,
relevant.
you were going like all out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we were committed.
Wow.
And but we got in a fight, so I only bleached the hair, and then we just end up not going because we fought. We're
Yeah,
like, we don't want to
fought.
go
We were
now.
in the worst mood.
But that's our sort of connection to Mark.
That's
and Chica.
crazy. I had no idea you guys had such a deep.
Yeah.
What a small world.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
were super into the whole Chica lore. I was just super interested in it because, I mean, I didn't do anything special with my dog, but he definitely doesn't take dumps in the house. So, like, when I was listening to him talk about, like, it's purebred, it's
Yeah.
been trained, like,
Shit's everywhere.
to be, like, a service dog, and he, like, takes it to the place, the breeder, to, like, for vacations.
It's so far
Oh
away.
my
I would
God,
have
yeah.
to go and drive the dog for him sometimes. The dog,
crazy.
Chica.
the dog,
The fucking dog.
Miss Chica.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we knew him for a bit. I knew him since he had like 50,000 subs.
Yeah.
Me and Daniel
Wow.
had Syndigo. And
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he it was 50,000.
Holy
So that was back in 2012.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you liked his voice and you wanted to get it for a video. And, he's like, yeah. And then he flew down to South Carolina to hang out with you guys.
From Ohio, and like eventually he hired Daniel and I to come out, and then Daniel
Wow.
got Mark high and convinced him to hire Matt as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like
The
later
origin
on,
story?
like a few months in.
Yeah, this was right after I visited for the first time, and we had I just met Mark for the first time, and I just got a call while I was cleaning the kids' room at Chick-fil-A, and he's like, "How would you like to come work for me?" And I was like, "Okay," and I dropped out of college and moved out here.
Who is that? What is that voice? It's a cartoon character.
Kronk.
Oh, it's definitely Kronk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
that's-
Who's that?
Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. That was
So fucking Chris.
I-
What the hell?
Poison for Chica.
Go on.
Do you think his voice is real, or is that always
It is. It is.
It
It
is.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
He just obviously like in videos he puts it on a little bit more, but
It's actually unfair
Both
how
him and
good
Lily
his
Pichu.
genes are.
well, like
Besides the height thing.
he has
Yeah.
the biggest penis of anyone we have ever seen in our
Ever.
life.
I
He has
never
a-
would have
Like
guessed
like
that.
we never saw
I-
it like straight bare skin, but we saw it through like
It looks like someone trying to like
Maybe it was a
put
fake.
socks in there to be like, yeah, I have a big penis. It looks
like
just like
it literally like he was getting out of the pool once and it was just like that and like you could see like the whole outline and the definition and Ron and I were like, holy shit.
You guys just being his. That's such a fucking funny.
That was the
Yeah.
first time I met you.
But also,
and that
why
was,
did he have an erection swimming around with us?
Hey,
we were just
man.
having a good time.
Hey, you know, can't fault the man. Happens sometimes.
Wild.
No, but he
I think he's. We told you about him like downing a couple glasses of milk.
oh,
Milk
classic
and-
story,
Okay,
yeah.
I always heard that story,
The
and I
milk
was
meat.
never sure to be like, is that
Yeah.
still?
It was like such a neat, fun event to like meet people at. I was like, oh, totally new to the space. Like, oh, the Game Grumps office. Like, this is so cool.
Oh, was it at the Game Grumps office?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
they were
where it
celebrating Ross's or someone's birthday.
Yeah.
And
Because Max was there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, he was visiting. We were there for E3, and I was his cameraman for E3. It was kind of
Oh,
a weird
man.
thing.
Max always sniffs out the weirdest shit like you can find. Like when he goes to parties with Max or like goes to events with Max, he's always like, I'm at Rice Gum's mansion. It's like fucking 2 a.m. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get there? Max just finds, he like sniffs out the weirdest shit possible.
He
all the time.
does. He does.
There was a guy who invited, he said, you want to come to the Versace Palace?
Whoa.
That's all he said. And Max was like, yeah. I do. I do
What?
want to go to the Versace Palace. And they did.
By the way, the Versace Palace is just some old guy's like apartment that has like 5 Versace items.
The
that are placed
Versace
Oh,
around.
what?
Palace.
I thought it was gonna be like some
Palace.
mansion.
No, it's literally an apartment.
But it's so unpredictable, right? Like you're invited to, somebody says, do you want to come to the Versace Palace? And you're like, yes.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what.
But
You
you're
gotta
expecting,
experience
You're expecting it to be like
One
literal-
Versace.
like a crazy
Like-
mansion.
and then the
with,
second
like,
half.
fountains
like
in the yard.
Versace walking down the
Yep.
stairs.
By the way, it's like a 500 square foot apartment. So
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
but
See, I
who-
pictured waterfalls with like
who
a
was
like a
this?
walkway.
Like who advised? Like
His
were they
name-
associated with Versace? Was
His
it
No.
name
Mr.
is,
Versace?
Cody Brown, who was a game. He like did YouTube with was it Quebblecop for a bit?
yeah, I think so.
Where he was like on Quebblecop's like roster of gamers, and so he was like pretty relevant.
Cop's a roster of gamers like he owns 100 Thieves or something.
No, they were starting a network.
They
Remember
were.
him and Mark and Sean and
Yes.
Felix and stuff?
And he
Revel
was-
mode?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Revel Mode. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
That
But he was
lasted about a
on that,
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he was like pretty relevant. Like he was getting pretty good views because he used to do like striptease FIFA with my girlfriend, and it would be like a
Quebblecop?
thumbnail. No,
Cody
Cody Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, and then it would be like a thumbnail of this girl like taking her clothes off, and so he'd get a lot of views for that. But so at the time when Max and Ian had met him, he was like at the height of that. I'm pretty sure, right?
Not really. He was
Or-
sort of falling.
He was falling off of
yeah.
it. But that's when he invited them to the Versace Palace.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What's not like an official place. It's just his apartment, and he
just-
calls
No,
it the
I
Versace
mean,
Palace.
I'm trying to think.
Can I
like,
look it up on
what
Google Maps and it's
Airbnb
there? It's like
So
a-
wait,
like
it's
a
just a place that
registered-
he called the
So-
Versace Palace.
So you know how when you do like an Airbnb, you can kind of call it whatever you want.
okay.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what it was. And it's just like a marketing scheme from some old rich
Old
guy
boomer.
who's like, how do I market this Airbnb to young rich people?
yeah.
So it's
Traveling.
not affiliated with Versace. Okay.
Not even the slightest.
Okay. There's like a Versace shirt
I
inside.
liked
So
how-
you gotta check it out.
How brave he was about it, though, delivering it in that way. Like he sold it well.
Oh yeah, I was so
Yeah, you gotta be
hyped.
confident.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to go to the Versace Palace? It's like you gotta sell it. Well, if it's in like a 500 square foot apartment, you really gotta sell it. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
if there's
Yeah, our
enough Versace
confidence
in
was
there.
dwindling when we show up and we're like at the bottom of an apartment complex, and we got to take the elevator up. I'm like, I don't think a palace could fit in here.
Are you like you're driving down the street and you're like Where's the palace?
looking for like
You're like looking for a big fucking manor of some sort, I'm sure.
a
With
manor.
the grounds that you have to drive through.
Yeah.
With hounds sitting on it.
You're waiting like, okay, where's the gate where they let me in?
Like swans and like a little pond in the front yard, like a moat.
Some koi fish.
Oh, dude, we should do at the Super Megaplex. We should Airbnb it so we have like visitors like staying in the other room while we're recording.
That would be very funny. I'm not gonna lie. I
Just
mean,
have some random,
Megaplex
like, couple
sounds
just-
epic.
And then just know it's like, hey, well, I mean,
Well, that is the experience you're selling, is that you get to sort of be in the same, occupy the same space as
We won't
us
let them
while
know
we're
ahead of
doing
time.
it.
They'll get here and be like, "What? This
It's a
is the
shock.
Airbnb." It's from the outside. It's like, "Oh, this is awesome. This is a nice house." And you get inside, and it's like just this weird, almost creepy, like 70s porn kind of mansion.
It does have that vibe.
Yeah, and I would love to have someone come stay here and not let them know about what we do, and then they just have to hear us screaming. And
well, when we talk to our landlord, it's already like when we have to fix something or he comes in, there have been times where we've not really realized and we just had like, just for gags, you throw up a suction cup dildo on like the wall.
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
like that.
and we had like guns on the table.
And this is like his
cocks and
childhood
balls.
home where he has like
Oh,
memories.
God.
Yeah,
And so he's probably like looking around with his hands on his hips, like,
He did. Like, I remember I hated when he would come to the office because, I mean, it's his house, but, like, I don't want him to see, like, really what we've done to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example,
Yeah.
on the wall, little oopsie there.
Yeah.
But, and then we have, like, all these, like, signs up and, like gay porn on the wall.
Yeah.
So he comes over and we forget to take that stuff down.
sometimes
just
regular
like,
porn too.
Yeah, sometimes. Every now and then.
Yeah.
I think he saw our porn clip. We have, like, a porn DVD collection that's, like,
It's poop porn.
It's a lot of stuff
from Japan.
Yeah, we
that
bought some
got-
stuff in Tokyo, but
we bought like it was for a bit in a video where we bought the DVD player, like a portable DVD player.
we did a Patreon video
to
where we like
specifically
watched
watch
it.
them because you can't watch them in like
Oh,
DVD
of course.
players
Yeah.
here.
PAL, yeah.
So I couldn't make it through. I gag like I have
Immediately.
There's no way.
I gag easily. Like I've never made it all the way through like Two Girls One Cup, for
No.
example.
Apparently
I was like,
that's fake,
I get it.
though. Did you know that?
yeah. Well,
It's
okay.
soft serve ice cream.
Exactly. What I was gonna say is, I think in
Still comes out of their
this
ass,
poo poo
right?
porn that we watched, I
Can't be
think
great.
there's no way it's real shit because she feeds it to him, and I think that that's like not sanitary. So I think what they do is they have fake shit that she shoves up her ass and she shits it for the camera.
Right.
But
Wait,
it's
are we
still
gonna-
coming out
are
of
we-
her ass.
Are we gonna return to? Well, but people eat ass. Like I feel like eating ass and eating shit are like way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you are clean and stuff, like that is like a different thing than eating shit.
Yeah, shit's just a whole different.
That's
ball
like
game.
a different. Yeah.
I'll show you guys the porn collection after this.
Are we
Are,
gonna?
are we gonna like be like Markiplier's awesome and then get back?
Oh, sorry. I mean, some of that can probably be kept in.
Yeah, we'll
but
just cut
I'll
around
probably be
it.
like, sorry guys. The next part of the podcast we weren't able to keep in. We talked about Markiplier's penis in a fashion which he deemed uncomfortable.
also
Sorry about
signed.
that. Blame him. But here's the rest of the podcast. Thank you.
We
So
we know a vlogger who, whenever his family says something that I imagine is just inappropriate, he just goes, "Sorry guys, my mom farted," or "Sorry guys, I farted," and then cuts it out. So maybe you could just be like, "Sorry guys,
that.
I
I
farted."
like that.
Yeah, that'd be.
I'm a sucker for fart humor too.
Oh
so.
yeah. So people really they ask us all the time. They say, "Matt, Ryan, how do you do such a good like fart sound?" Like Ryan is amazing. Like we figured out this way to do this like fake fart sound, and you want to do it?
Now you put me on. The
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
That's
I-
amazing.
He,
Like a little-
he makes me laugh every day with it. We'll be on the phone and he'll just do it, and I'll be like, just start laughing. And people always
do it
ask
to-
us, "How do you do it?"
I'm so addicted to it now. Like I'll be walking through like the grocery store, and if like someone's kind of in my way, like as a
Yeah.
as a form of protest, I'll just be like, like I'll just do the sound effect, like kind of in their ear or in their space.
People wanna know how to
that
do
it
it.
doesn't require any extra. I thought you were gonna be like,
No.
you know, using
Nope.
your hands.
I'm not very good at it.
subtle.
He's
It's about the same. with us.
no. You've got it down to like a T.
Well, I taught you the secret.
You
recently.
did, but so I'm not as
But-
good as you. But you
know?
just it's funny.
Can you
It's-
teach us the secret? What is this?
Okay, so
Wait. When you were doing it just now, you were like pretty good at ventriloquisting it because I legit thought you farted. Yeah, like your mouth
That
isn't.
is
I actually
really
brought
good.
this whole thing up just because I was like, I really have to, and I gotta like naturally sneak it in. Yeah, we can teach you. We're gonna make like an official video because
It's hard to
it's more of like you just have to like feel it and like
so like go
with a V,
and then you like higher it up.
like my teeth are
Yeah,
like
yeah.
touching my lips.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a vibration more than
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
your
also
lip
use like a
vibrates.
high pitched
Wow.
tone in your voice as well.
Yeah.
I like that.
Can you add like a variation to it?
You can make it like a little, or you can like.
It makes me laugh like a child, like a fourth grader. It's like we'll just be like chilling and he'll just like do that, and I'm just like at my desk just laughing to myself.
like you're surprised. You know,
That is
like a little
yeah.
accent.
I think like adding some flavor to it. Is
Oh yeah. The classic one though, nothing ever beats that for me. And yeah, I do that in the grocery store too. But the thing that we always like, we would go grocery shopping when we lived together, and Ryan would start pulling this stunt where
At Target mostly.
yeah, Target. Like we'd be like walking, like
Down like where
the-
there's aisles like 12. All
and
that.
there'd be like a guy in front of us. and
I'd
Ryan
walk
would
a
be
little
like,
ahead.
sir, and then like dive into an aisle. So then the guy turns around and it's just me, and he's like, did he just yell my name?
I'm just like, sir, and then I'll like just
really
walk
stern.
ahead a bit. He'll just
Sir.
look at Matt, and Matt will make eye contact with him. What do you do?
just look down at my feet. Well, I just start looking around like. Well, sometimes what I like to do it on my own now, just to watch. If you're in a public place and you're like, sir, just that,
Yeah.
and you watch how many people like turn around. So I do it too when I'll yell sir, and then I'll be like, what? So like
want to make
no
sure,
one's
you know,
no one's gonna
is
think
someone
it's me.
talking to me. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's kind of
No,
like
I-
cheating to get someone's attention.
Yeah.
Like go to the Galleria and just there's everyone's walking. You yell sir, and you have like 50 old Armenian men like turn around at the same time, because it gets you on edge. Because like if I heard someone yell at me like that, I'd be like, oh, I fucked up. I did something bad.
I thought
Yeah.
I'd drop my wallet or keys or something.
I think
Yeah.
I crossed some sort of barrier or something.
Yeah,
that I
by
shouldn't have
accident.
crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we that the old sir thing, that's classic, Ryan. Embarrassed me a lot in the grocery store with that.
Just gotta prank your bros.
Hey man, you gotta prank your bros.
Did
Gotta
the
prank
fist bump,
bros.
but people couldn't see that on the podcast.
Yeah, well there's a camera, so
There is a
maybe
camera. Maybe
if
behind
if
the
you
scenes
put that in
later.
your documentary.
Yeah, I'll make sure
You
to
can
put
see
that.
that.
in
Yeah,
there.
pretty sweet. But yeah, welcome to the Super Mega Podcast. This is episode 200.
We're half an hour into it, Matthew.
But a lot's gonna get cut.
we
Well, I just want to
passed-
say welcome. We never said welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 283.
And for the past 30 minutes, if you failed to read the title and you're wondering who the two extra voices are on the podcast, I will allow them to introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Ian iDubbbz. This is my wife.
Hey, nice.
Come on.
Hi, I'm Anisa. I'm Ian's wife.
Is that what you do?
I've given up trying to. I mean, I used to Twitch stream and
We
tried
just-
YouTube for a bit, and but I was a Twitch streamer for 8 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're a veteran.
Yeah, we met. I was actually doing really well on Twitch when we met, and then it kind of like went downhill.
I ruined her career, basically. Yeah. I was like, hey, you have any interest in the worst fan base on the internet?
It made streaming not fun anymore.
Oh no.
So I tried for years. After we got together.
You ruined your wife's passion, man.
No. But to be fair, he tried to protect me like from it. He was
You
like,
can't.
we're not going to go public. And at the time, I didn't understand. I was like, why don't you want to be public with me? I was like super confused. I was like, this is kind of weird. And he was like, no, trust me, we don't want to go public. But I was stubborn, so
Especially with a fan base like that, like
Yeah.
the edgy kids.
I
They,
just didn't know.
And you were
So-
also like in the same realm,
we were
like
in the same
entertainment
realm,
stuff.
so I was thinking like, like it makes sense. And we put our ats in each other's Instagram bios, and it was game over. As soon as the ats went in, it was like,
Yeah, at the same time, though, it's like, wouldn't have mattered anyway, right?
People
Because you
would've
can't
figured it
can't date and keep that a fucking secret.
Yep.
the Tana video. I filmed that.
Right.
And when we left the building, people filmed Ian being filmed by someone. And that's when everybody started to like figure out that he was with someone. 'Cause they were like,
Why do
"Who's
people
that?"
care so much? That like they get really invested,
They
and especially if you get like there's like younger like Tumblr type fans, like they just make stuff up about your partner, or they'll just go on just crazy shit. It's like, I'd get out of my relationship.
They said I was incestuous with my sister on a forum one time.
They come up with the craziest shit. I've seen stuff before,
Yeah.
where they've come up like about like me or my like past girlfriends. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like just the craziest stories.
I think it typically happens to people when they're on sort of like the glow up, when they really start to pop off. Shit like that has died down so much since we
Totally.
sort of started.
Yeah.
It's just like when you're kind of a new fresh face and like people are like, oh, like, you know, maybe this is, you know, the person I want to fucking, you know, idolize. It's like, it's a conscious, you know, choice.
Yeah, people are weird about like relationships. It's almost like a jealousy thing. They're like, no, this creator can't like have a girlfriend.
I think what it is is like once you have like a partner, it shines more light on that person and gives more context than people are probably like comfortable with. Because like you start to realize like, okay, this is giving me more information on what this person likes, maybe how they're feeling, like, and I've always been like very outspoken politically, and I think people started to see that, and it just gave too much context to Ian's character for some people, I think.
Yeah. If you keep it, you know, a little, if you're a little bit more reserved online, or you don't share too much of your personal life, it's very easy for people to, you know, create a character that they you know, idolize.
Well, they create
more.
like a version of you that's not really you, but it's what they want to see of you.
Yeah.
And then if things like in reality, you know, they see like you're dating someone, it kind of like breaks that image, and they freak out and have a meltdown.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think it's like a, you know, it's a very tactical thing to do if you're really wanting to blow up and like reach as many different like diverse groups of people as possible. Like the most famous and successful people that like remain loved and liked by everyone are all of these people who are like heavily controlled their images, like musicians and stuff.
K-pop.
Michael Jackson.
Yes. And they could keep a lot of shit a secret.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think it's, you know, it's a smart thing to do if that's the most important thing to you. But, you know, there's a lot of entertainers that I think are doing a good job of being like authentic from the gate. And, you know, they don't seem to have, I don't know, I guess too much of a backlash from that.
Yeah. We've always tried to keep it real, dog, you know? We've always tried to not like put on a character, because that's kind of exhausting. So like from the beginning, we've been like politically outspoken and just talk about whatever, because it's like I don't want to have to put on a character when we record. I just want
It's a lot of people upset.
just want to be me. Some people get upset.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't get upset whenever what we talk about is more in favor of their viewings of things or whatever, but they'll get upset if it doesn't match it.
We have a Republican podcast that we just do every week.
It's
with the
separate from this one,
with
so
the
don't
flaming
worry.
football,
Yeah.
American flag.
Oh yeah,
And it's just
That's
like
our
talking
set.
about how that's the most patriotic flag ever.
It is the most
Got
patriotic
in
flag.
trouble for that almost.
Yeah. So I was I had a Zoom call with this guy that was like he was gonna help me like figure out like how to set up a retirement account. I'm sitting in the Let's Play room, and on the wall we have that, you guys have probably seen it in like the Dank Souls video and stuff. We have the big American flag with a flaming football on it, and I get on this Zoom call with this like older gentleman from North Carolina, and he has an American flag behind him too. I noticed, and the first thing he's like, what do you got there on that flag? And I was like, oh, and I like turned the camera so he could see it, and he was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's like a flaming football. And then he just kind of goes, he's like, what's funny about a football on fire on the American flag? And like he asked me to like explain why it was funny, and I was like, oh man, you know, it's just quirky, and
Quirky.
you know,
should have said it's not funny. It's sad. That's why I have it up.
it's no joke, you know. It shows my burning patriotism and my love for football.
I forget how like serious people can take.
Oh my
like,
God! In the
most
South
stupid
where we
shit
grew
sometimes.
up, people like I remember I was on a boat with my friend and his dad when I was in like middle school, and we go past this dock that has like an American flag that had been like weathered by the wind and was kind of torn, and he was like. That makes me sick. That is disgusting. And like him and his dad were so
God.
furious
You have
about
to
it.
maintain the flag.
That's a law. That's a law written down in the books.
Ian brought
that
up
you
like
have to like. There's all these rules.
You can't let
for
it touch the
flag.
ground.
Yeah.
You have to burn it if it touches the ground, right?
don't you have to
Which like isn't burning
You
the
have to
flag.
burn it if it touches the ground.
I'm pretty sure you have to burn it.
Do you have to? I think you bury it and you give it its own funeral,
A little tombstone.
like its own service. You have to write a eulogy and
you have
everything
to
for the
fold it a
country.
specific way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh, I
Like the
remember
triangle?
They were like the ROTC. It's like the like pre. We're going to get you into the military after high school type of program, I guess, or set of classes. And they would be, I guess, in charge of always taking down and putting up the flag and folding it a certain way. And I know at like funerals, if someone was in the military, they'll fold the flag like a very particular
Triangle
way. Yeah.
kind of thing.
Kind of like a paper football.
Ian,
yeah, exactly.
Football.
You can also play like basically paper football with it once it's folded up. It's
Yeah.
light.
Ian brought up a really good point that I think is valid, is that like when the flag becomes tattered, it should be like you're viewed as the most patriotic person.
Because you've had it
flown
for so long.
So long. It's like that guy's patriotic as hell.
Like I don't take that down during like a storm. Like I leave it
Yeah.
up.
Right.
I want
weather
want
the
people to
storm.
know exactly.
Yes.
That's
You know?
not just up for election season.
No.
Right. Yeah.
See?
Oh, and that's another thing. Hasn't you know how they lower the flag half-mast
Yeah.
whenever there's a thing?
I like McDonald's.
There's been a
They
lot
have
of
that.
things I feel like over the past, I don't know, 5 or so years. I feel like every time I see it half-mast, it's like, okay, it's not Veterans
Yo,
Day.
yeah,
It's
same.
not
I don't know
this,
what
it's
it
not
is.
that. President didn't die. Former president didn't die.
Bob
I'm like,
Saget died.
who the fuck died?
Honestly,
what happened?
No, they wouldn't put the flag at half mast
For Bob Saget, she's an American dad.
They might.
America's funniest
Because I
home
saw it.
videos.
Yeah, that's
Certain
true.
people, like if there was, because they're all, the managers are different. They're like, it's a person who runs the place, even if it is a McDonald's. So I wonder if they're like a
True.
big Full House fan. If they're like, I'm going to fly the flag.
It's up to your
half-mast.
discretion. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do see it at half mast a lot, and I don't like I have to like baffle like what
Right.
what's it for?
Maybe it could be representative of that flag wielder just having a bad day. Like,
There's
We
like
got-
I'm not. They just didn't want to put it up all the way.
yeah.
Like I'm just not feeling it today.
Right.
tired.
My feelings matter. Why the fuck do we care about like these macro problems? What about me? I have to
Exactly.
put this shit up every day.
It's like, you know what? Half mast for me. I had a shitty day today.
Do people actually raise and lower
people
flags every day?
legitimately do.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
but
we're
that's-
up at the crack of dawn doing it.
That's the problem. Is it's not like it's like the job of janitors basically.
Okay.
It's like some weird additional task that you've given these people who are already busting hump at like schools and
Like
stuff.
minimum wage.
Yeah.
It's like get out there at 6 and raise the flag.
Yeah. That should be the thing you're proudest of doing.
Yeah,
Take out the trash and raise the flag.
go clean up some vomit and then raise that flag all the way.
I'm still shocked at the chant you guys do in the morning. What is that?
It's not a chance.
The rise and grind chant.
Wait. There's
The
a.
rise and
Do you do
grind.
a
I pledge
chant in the
allegiance to the
morning?
grind.
Yeah, the flag.
Wait,
I
what?
pledge allegiance. The pledge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
It's a chant. I mean, everyone says it at the same time. I didn't really
Oh,
think.
Okay.
true. I guess that
It
could
is-
be a
it's
chant.
it's-
I feel like a chant is more like idiotic.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it is pretty dumb, but I just mean like simple.
It's like it was like let's go baseball, some
Yes,
shit like
yeah.
that. Some
Let's go
sports.
baseball.
Let's
I,
go baseball, dude.
No, I never really. It was only like when I was like 20, I realized how weird the Pledge of Allegiance is. It's like you get kids to put their hand on their heart and stand up and face the flag every single day
And stare
pledge
blankly.
allegiance to.
Like children.
It's yeah.
And I was in
small-
elementary school doing
small
that.
children.
Yeah. When you start to question it, you're like, you kind of get mad at first. You're like, it's just what we do. It's
like
just, and then you realize you're just saying it's just what we do. You're like,
Yeah,
you're
it's
brain
like-
dead.
It's really
University.
weird. It's like brainwashing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, full blown.
I had a friend in grade 5 who she came from southern China, and she was like, we wake up in the morning and we do exercises. We spell socialism with our body and we chant socialism. And I was thinking as a kid, I was like, man, that's kind of like weird. I wonder if China's the only place that does that. And then when I was like 22, I saw a video of like a bunch of young Americans being like, I pledge allegiance
to the flag
and I was
of
like,
the United States of
man.
America,
into
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hell
It kind of reminds me
Yeah,
of
that's what. Oh,
the
we forgot to say that at the end. Hell yeah.
Enter Sandman.
What do you mean?
When it's like,
now I lay me down to
I
sleep.
pray
Okay,
the
yeah.
Lord my soul to
That
take
is the Jesus
type
one.
of
Yeah.
vibe.
The pledge is fucking awesome.
Is it?
I want to get it tattooed.
Right on your forearm?
No, like
this way?
before, like I want to be able to take my shirt off and show off my muscles, and then on my chest have the entire Pledge of Allegiance in like a Gothic font or just Times New Roman.
Times New Roman. Comic Sans.
Yeah, but yeah, the guy he didn't get my football flag, so
Yeah. Oh, right.
to bring it back around, he was very confused, and the rest of the call was incredibly awkward because I feel like he's just like.
I
So I
find
like
it
had
interesting.
disrespected the flag. People take that way too seriously.
Well, just the fact that he confronted you that quickly.
The
and,
first thing in the call, like I said, hey, he said, hey, and then like that's it. And I was like, and his daughter was on the call too, so she's just like watching silently.
There was this TikTok I watched where this guy was kind of going around trolling like a lot of pro-Trump guys, and they had like such a variety of like fuck Biden and MAGA kind of flags, and it was so fascinating because like the guy who was like trolling was like, no, but seriously, like all this is fun and games, but the best flag is the American flag, right? Like, and he was like, and the guy was like, yeah, I mean, it's just jokes, but yeah. So he's like doing this like reverse psychology thing where it's just like, you know, these are great and all, but like the American flag.
Oh yeah,
The American flag
So he gets
is
him to
the-
kind of like admit that it's
Right.
all bullshit.
Yeah.
exactly.
Because he compares it to the flag.
Yes.
Is someone you love in a relationship with somebody who tells the same joke over and over, kind of like our podcast? Or are they with someone who has the audacity to starfish the bed? Now be honest, is this somebody you? Relationships are not perfect. That's why MeUndies is celebrating our perfectly perfect matches with their new Valentine's Day collection. I love MeUndies, Ryan loves MeUndies. Like I've said, our entire drawers are MeUndies. No pun intended, you know what I'm saying? I wear MeUndies every day. I'm literally wearing them right now as I record this. I'm wearing a light blue pair. They are the most comfortable pair, and Ryan and I love to match them, so when we're in our underwear, roughhousing, we look great. Gifting underwear for Valentine's Day, groundbreaking. But gifting matching underwear for you and your significant other? Now we're talking. Expect your one-of-a-kind relationship when you match your bottom half to your better half in fun, limited edition prints. If you're single, mingle in matching pairs with your friends or fam. You can even get dog hoodies or buddy bands to match your four-legged BFF. Be sure to check out all of MeUndies' super cute and super soft undies, socks, bralettes, loungewear, and more available in sizes extra small to 4XL. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For a limited time only, get 20% off your first order of matching pairs for Valentine's Day. And as a first-time purchaser, you can also get 15% off and free shipping right to your door. To get 20% off matching pairs, 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/SuperMega. That's MeUndies.com/SuperMega. Roses are red, violets are blue. Don't let a wild pube wreck you. I know it's happened to me before, but with Manscaped, that's a thing of the past. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and our sponsors at Manscaped are here for you with the best tools to get your balls ready for the special occasion. This V-Day, it's time to join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming, with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use code SuperMega for 20% off plus free shipping. Listen, you want your balls to be fresh, beautiful for Valentine's Day, or just any day of the year, so why not get the tools that do the job done right? The Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is just the thing every guy needs in their life to make each and every day a little more special. It comes with the Lawnmower 4.0, which is my absolute favorite. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin. And get this, the trimmer's advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on your delicate balls. Even has 4000K LED spotlights that can shave anywhere your heart desires. Did I mention it's waterproof too? It also includes things like the Weed Whacker, nose and ear hair trimmer to whack all of the worst weeds. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts, their Shed travel bag and anti-chafing boxer briefs to keep your boys stored comfortably. Because no one likes some chafing boys. And on top of that, there's even liquid formulations like the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner. Start your day off with the deodorant for your boys, then stay cool all day with toner to keep you feeling your best all day and night. These formulations will also have your balls smelling like a king on the big day. And don't forget to smell good not only around your balls, but all over.
made with their signature scent. The Manscaped Refined Cologne will complement your collection with smell perfection. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this great? Let's get it, guys, on Valentine's Day. Let's have beautiful, beautiful packages. So go to manscaped.com for our exclusive offer of 20% off plus free shipping with the code SuperMega. Your balls and whoever else you're with, well, thank you. My nuts get super hairy, and, can't have that on Valentine's Day, so that's why I love the Lawnmower 4.0. It really trimmed those suckers clean. Oh, wow. And then I top it off with that ball toner. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that clean, nice, beautiful balls. Just beautiful. Get 20% off and free shipping with code SuperMega at manscaped.com. Again, that's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code SuperMega. Join Cupid and shoot your arrow with Manscaped this Valentine's Day.
We need to get a massive American flag for the Super Megaplex for the outside.
Oh, dude.
Like the one that's like 20 feet long. And like, dude, we should see if we can get someone to come install a pole in the on the roof so it sticks up like 50 feet with one of those.
Gonna be one of the ones that they have at car dealerships.
Oh, yes.
It's just like
football field size flag.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How much are those? I'm gonna look that up.
Those are so majestic. Those are the only flags that should exist.
I'm gonna
all
look
these
up-
little small ones people put outside their homes.
Well, I do like the little flags that little motorbikes have at the end.
true.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay, but those and the bigger ones.
Yeah, but
The
nothing
medium-
in between.
No.
I also have always wanted somebody to put up a flagpole and put a McDonald's flag above the American flag.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
There's a
God! If you did that in
hierarchy to it.
South Carolina, you would have neighbors coming and knocking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but it would totally be fun because I think it would throw people off because they wouldn't know what was wrong. They would just be like, something's off.
I just
'Cause
want to
it's-
stick the Chinese flag in a bunch of Southern people's lawns.
They would
I
think
feel
it's like
like-
some conspiracy where like
Oh, yeah.
China's
Yeah.
like trying to take over.
Wasn't there seeds that were showing up randomly in the mail and people
Yeah.
were saying China was trying to send them? There was like some conspiracy.
Yeah,
theory that-
yeah, I saw that. I forgot like how that all went, but it was like these mystery seeds. I watched a
mystery
video
seeds.
about
Yeah,
it.
and they were like, "Don't open them. They're from China."
But what it really was, I think, it was like a scam where they were mailing something, and to get around like some kind of like tariff thing, they just like put a
Oh.
bunch of seeds, like 'cause it
Yeah.
was just like a throwaway item,
Yeah,
some shit like
that
that.
makes a lot of sense. That was a weird couple months. Though.
I didn't hear about the
weird
seeds
art.
thing.
Yeah, the seeds.
What?
When was
Evil
this?
seeds.
Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit. We both dropped out of
College,
not high school.
almost at high school.
Yeah.
Not Aaron Hansen.
And Aaron Hansen dropped out of high school.
Ego Raptor dropped out of high school.
He's an idiot.
Absolutely. But
We're just a little stupid.
Wait, what did you guys? What were you taking in university? What were you?
drugs.
I was majoring in business management with a.
That's what Ian was.
Hey.
Yeah.
Then I had a minor in film studies.
Oh, okay. That's kinda
so
cool.
that was the plan, I guess.
Yeah, we went to the same
Made it 2
college.
years in.
Yeah.
University of
too.
South Carolina. Gamecocks, baby. I was doing business
Yeah.
because it's like if you don't know what you want to do, it's like business is the go-to. It's like just general business.
Did you make it through all the way?
He did.
Yep.
Oh, you graduated.
Congratulations.
Yeah, general
We-
business.
Okay, so
We
you
met.
have a diploma and everything.
Yeah.
We have our GEDs.
It's the dumbest thing though, because I feel like you guys, as far as like running and operating business, you guys are like a few steps ahead of me, like with all this.
I know.
Thank you.
I know.
It's like it doesn't take a diploma to
Yeah, it does.
run a business.
Well,
To
college.
rent a house and put a few computers in it,
yeah.
My mom and dad were kind of happy I dropped out because they were like, we only have enough money for one more semester. And that was like at the end of my freshman year. And I was like, okay, so I got to get like loans or something. So I was actually in the process of switching over to media arts, like film and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I failed for the business school, there are all these prereqs that I had to take, like math stuff. And I'm really bad at math. And the prereq for the business school, I didn't qualify for the prereq. So I had to take like just algebra. And I failed that by 2 points. So I failed the prereq to the prereq.
Sick.
And then I was like, yeah, this college thing's just kind of don't really. My dad still, he's like, son, when are you gonna go back to school? I'm like, I don't need to go back to school. I have a job already.
Yeah.
I don't need to like go spend thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands of dollars on a degree that like I don't really need.
I was told a fact. I don't know how true this fact is, but both boomers and Gen Z hold more wealth than millennials. And that makes a lot of sense to me because I think Gen Z like learned from millennials don't go to school.
They got their
So, like,
Dogecoin.
they don't have their like.
Yeah.
You got
they don't have debt.
Dogecoin, crypto of every variety, NFTs, and then
NFTs.
also they don't have student loan debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
So-
they've just like dodged all the bullets.
Biden said that
We
he
just
would
got
erase
fucked.
student loan debt, right? Didn't he say like day one, I'm
yeah.
going to sign an executive
Yeah.
order?
that
Yeah.
He
hasn't
just has to
happened.
sign it. I don't know what's up. Just do it.
Keeps forgetting.
Yeah. They got to remind him every day. But he
His
just keeps
wrist is
forgetting.
tired.
Yeah, he's got to rest it, man.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
SuperMega will alleviate student loan debt for America.
Oh, that's so
We're going to
nice.
take that on. And the national debt as well. We're actually going to be taking that on.
That's
what
our
about
goal.
medical debt?
No, not medical debt.
Okay.
We don't really care
No,
about
that's
that. But the
fair.
national debt we will be taking on. Very excited to announce that.
So we do need a lot more like subscribers and
Patreon.
views, Patreon
We go to
subscriptions,
patreon.com/SuperMega, $5 a month.
Any support so we can take on that debt because
Yeah, we're gonna
I mean
get-
it's
we're
for
gonna get this
y'all
thing
at the end
down.
of the day.
Mm-hmm.
We're very humble and giving YouTubers.
Mm-hmm. We're giving back to the community. You know, most YouTubers just take and take and take. You know, they get these millions of dollars. They get some mansion with a candy room.
Yeah. Start boxing for fun.
Exactly, and we're not like that. You know,
Well, we're definitely doing one of those.
the candy
things.
room.
No, no,
Dude, we need a candy room at the Plex.
no, we don't. You just fucking binged on candy
Dude,
recently.
don't embarrass
Wait
me.
a
like that.
minute. You've been binging on candy?
No, don't. Why did you say, dude? Why are you embarrassing me
What
like
candy
this?
have you been eating?
So yeah, I had a little candy oopsie the other night.
But he described it to me as like it wasn't just a few pieces.
No, it was a lot of candy.
A lot of candy.
I actually considered like throwing up after that to get it out, and then I was
Oh,
like, that's just
no.
bulimia,
Yeah,
so I'm not
no.
going to do that.
Don't
I mean,
do
I'm going to
that.
have to face the consequences. But like, it was like 11:30 at night, and I got on Postmates, and I got 7-Eleven, and I just went through and
Yeah.
like that. Those. Here's what triggered it. Here's the starting thing was, I had a CBD gummy to help me sleep. And it tasted so good, and I was like, "Damn, I want some candy now." So I ordered a bunch of fucking candy, like bags of gummies and stuff. And
Do you remember which gummy specifically?
I got a thing.
I wanna paint an
Yeah,
image
yeah.
in
I
my
got
head.
the Lifesavers gummies, like a pack like
Those
this.
are good.
I got the 7-Eleven brand watermelon gummies, which
Oh,
are
yeah.
fantastic. They're
Haven't
sour.
ever had those.
I got the Sweethearts ropes. You know those?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are fantastic. I got just a regular bag of Haribo gummy bears.
Did you
and-
eat all of this?
And then I also got a bag of like the twin snakes by Haribo.
you weren't lying when you said.
And then
you
I
binged
also
lot
got a
candy.
bag of
Jesus.
Starburst minis, like unwrapped.
You
And
didn't add any like it was nothing but candy, like no chips,
just candy, man.
any chocolate.
Damn,
Was it just all
I'm the
gummies?
candy man. I was in
Yeah,
a gummy
fuck
mood.
yeah.
I went but I like didn't touch it before bed. I was like, nah, I shouldn't do this. And then I have this thing where I think it might be related to taking Prozac, but I wake up in the middle of the night just unbelievably hungry.
No,
Or maybe
because
I'm
you
just
don't
you
eat
s-
enough.
Yes.
You because that's what your body does. It goes into like zombie mode where it's like you don't have enough calories. It will wake you up and you'll just like drone eat.
so hungry. And what I did was I just ate a couple pounds of candy. I was just
Did
laying
you
in
work
bed
out
just like,
that day? Did you box that day?
no, not that day.
Oh, okay. Because like he's started to do it now. He'll wake up
Candy?
in the middle of the night.
Well, there is a bit of a hunger for sweet things when I wake up in the middle of the night. But I
Quick
have
carbs.
these like really sweet, nice protein bars, so I'll just scarf one of
Dude,
those
that's-
down.
That's
What
no
brand?
candy.
It's
called
gotten
Pure-
to the point where it feels
Pure
like
Protein.
candy.
Okay.
I need to.
If you
I
don't
need to
eat candy, then uncandy like things will start to become a little bit more candy. to
Uncandy
you.
Valley, man. I really like. I just need to. You've been so good at your exercising. I have just been.
I've
not
fallen
good.
off with diet sometimes. Like when I went to New York,
I haven't had
like
I just
travel
ate
and
candy.
everything. I think one day I only had 800 calories,
Wow.
and I was like,
That's rough.
I couldn't find
yeah.
Every
the
day.
time
The-
to eat.
The
and
thing
then,
is, like quick carbs, like you want candy because it's quick carbs. You're just like it's energy right away.
And
So
I'm a
your
child,
body-
so it tastes good.
Well, yeah. So like that's definitely what's going on with you. For sure.
Markiplier did actually say that once to me. He was like,
he said,
we're in the car, and he's like,
let's be
play
honest."
let's play the honesty game. And we're like, what? And he was like, we each say 3 things to like that are just brutally honest about each other. Well, he went first, and what he told me, I was 19. He told me that
you eat too much
you
candy.
eat candy like a child.
Like a child?
And then he said some stuff about Ryan. I don't remember what he said.
Markiplier's really. Who is that? It's like Mr. Peanut Butter, kind of.
Mr. Peanut Butter to a T, yeah. Mr. Peanut Butter. You guys watch
Who's
BoJack
Mr. Peanut Butter?
Horseman?
Oh, okay.
There-
I get what. Yes.
There are people
Yes.
that me and Ian meet in life, and we look at them and we're like, Mr. Peanut Butter. And he's definitely one of them.
Well, then it was our
also-
turn to go.
Yeah. Hard to
And
say.
he's our boss, and we're living with him. So we were just like,
You don't pay us enough.
sometimes you work too hard, like you work yourself to exhaustion.
Yeah.
And that's why we both said that, and then we're just sitting
You
there
did
quietly.
not say that.
Yeah, we did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
No.
That is.
Yeah, you just work yourself
Just too hard.
sometimes to where
Oh.
That's amazing. I love that.
You're too giving. You know.
You're That's like an interview, like, what are your weaknesses? I care too much.
I just care too
Yeah, that
much.
was-
I'm an empath.
I'm an empath.
Yeah, but I just remembered the honesty game. That was fun. But he said I eat candy like a child,
Well, I mean,
which I've cut back on.
you used to wake up in the middle of the night and eat a sleeve of Oreos.
That
and
is-
go
I mean, is
back.
that
Oh my
any different from what I
God.
did the other night with
No, it's
5
not.
bags
It
of
is
candy?
such a funny line, though, to tell someone
You eat
specifically
candy
like a child is so funny.
Yeah.
That's like a great insult.
I mean, I was 19, so I'm pretty much still a little baby boy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
very young.
Yeah. In the last 3 years, my sweet tooth is.
Yeah.
I just haven't been craving. Well, I feel like shit if I eat candy.
Have you put in, is that a Cookie Monster hat? I'm sorry.
Oh hell yeah!
Did you want to wear it?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, teleported back to
Yes.
2008 or something.
I got the shirt and everything to match.
Yikes.
All right, I feel really
Yikes.
cool now.
It looks like, yeah,
That's
you'd
crazy.
offer me a
What, I'm not
vape
your
right now.
type? I'm not your type anymore?
Definitely not.
I was gonna ask, do you write down your macros at all? Like, do you know how much protein
I don't know
you
what
eat?
that is.
Like how much protein you eat?
Oh no, I don't write it
no.
down.
Get the app. If
I-
you track
oh,
it, it
yeah,
tracks macros and
MyFitnessPal.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't been using it.
If you start using it, because I promise you, you'll crave sweets less if you eat more protein and more fat.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been drinking these little protein shakes like this big that each one's 530 calories, 22 grams of protein, 26 grams of fat.
Okay,
So it's
badass.
it's good for putting some weight on, but
Yeah.
it's the consistency of paint.
I know.
It's really thick.
It's like
it
muscle
tastes
milk.
good though. It doesn't taste like a bad protein thing. They're called Boost.
Okay.
And I get them on Amazon, but they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But when I have one of those, I'm not hungry for hours.
Yeah.
And I'm just not. Well, I'm not hungry to begin with, so I feel like I'm about to throw up when I start chugging these protein shakes and shit.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm so used to just going every single day with barely eating. It's like my
you're-
body's just used to it.
it's funny. Michael, our coach, when we came here and interacted with you guys the first time, you said we met up with our personal trainer, the one that does nutrition, and he was like, "You need to be eating 2,600 calories a day," and Matt was like, "I eat 500."
I actually, I have to do 4,000 a day.
Was so shocked, and I told Michael that story, and Michael thought it was the funniest thing ever. He thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard. That you said I eat 500.
I mean, there are days where I eat just 500, and it'll be in candy. So
Oh my god.
I'm. You know what? It's not easy, but I have been getting better with my diet and nutrition.
I
mean,
can tell.
albeit I did just say that I ate 5 bags of candy.
You look brighter.
Every minute.
Is that
No,
the word?
I can tell. You
Brighter?
you definitely look like you're putting on weight.
Glowing.
Thank you.
Glowing.
You're
I'm glowing?
Yeah, you're glowing for
You
sure.
are.
Well, I'll always have the dark circles under my eyes because that's just my genetics.
It's a nice aesthetic.
And I like in the comments, they're like, "Have you not been getting enough sleep, dude? Are you smoking crack?"
Well, you don't get enough sleep because you wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I wake up
several times.
like
To eat
20
candy.
times a night.
Candy.
I got insomnia and narcolepsy. Fantastic combination.
He paid the doctor to give him the
Yeah.
diagnosis.
But yeah.
So how has specifically the training side of things been
Oh,
going with you
that's
guys?
fine. It's all the eating that's hard for me.
Yeah.
And like I told you earlier, my fridge just broke, so I can't get groceries because I was cooking meat and rice for dinner a bunch, and I can't do that now unless I go out and buy it right before. So it's not very epic. It's just kind of I got to wait a week for my fridge to come. So I'm just kind of back to ordering Postmates.
You can get pretty good Postmates orders though.
Yeah.
If you just look up the type of food too,
Yeah.
like salmon.
Yes.
Yeah, I get
Chicken.
tender greens and I'll get salmon and a salad and
But even on MyFitnessPal, you can look at the restaurant you're ordering from and type in the restaurant and then the name of the thing, and a lot of the time it has it on there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be a little bit critical because people like putting in their own fake
Yeah, they like to-
information
I
about
sometimes I go to
items.
Google. I'm like, there's no way that's true.
Yeah.
Because I've been counting, like I've counted calories before to lose weight.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, that this
Seems suspicious.
this burger isn't 500 calories.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very annoying. You have to sort of like sometimes you'll have like 3 inaccurate answers, and you're like, I guess I'll take the average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you'll mess with the size of the portion.
Totally.
Yeah. In terms of like statistics, health wise, just one of those little shakes I have is the exact same as a Big Mac, like in
Yeah.
terms of fat and calories.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I just need to
That's
be
really good.
bulking. My skin, I can I look a little better just because I stopped vaping, and my skin tone like instantly changes
Yeah.
to be better.
You
When I'm
look-
vaping, I get like super pale, which
Yeah.
is like the last thing I need because I already look like I'm a skeleton. So it's like I don't want to look like super cracked out. Little crack never hurt anybody though. We actually just had our first video removed from YouTube ever.
What
Our
was
first
it?
video taken down for smoking crack in it.
We didn't. Well, it looked very real. We tried our
started,
best.
It was one of our mail
to make
opening
it look
videos, and we started by like helping each other like smoke a crack pipe.
We had a crack pipe.
Had, like, a
We
butane
put some
torch.
salt in it. Put a butane torch, and then
We used your vape to
yep.
like fill like puff into the crack pipe like vape smoke, so it looked like we're really smoking crack, and people thought it was. I saw some Reddit posts where they were concerned.
Frank asked me if we. He's like, "Did y'all actually smoke crack?"
You know, a lot of people thought we were. I saw a lot of comments. People were like actually like genuinely concerned that we're smoking crack, and I'm like, well, we are, but we're not going to do it on camera. And it did look very convincing, the crack smoking. But YouTube took it down. We actually got it. No, that was the second video they took down of ours. The first video was
Well, this
for
is the one
the
that stayed down. The other one they put.
yeah,
back
they
up.
never let they put one back up. But
That
the
one-
crack
There's
one.
2 crack smoking videos.
No, what did it take it down the first time? It just said
It's
for
because you-
sexual content.
It was because we were putting sham this skin stuff on our face, or on specifically your face, and then our editor made a joke and made it one of the porn ads, so it just kind of looked like he had come on.
Also, I think it could be like one of the first shots in the video is when I have my legs up and you're slapping my gooch with a pad. You're like
There's
putting
that.
a pad on.
Yeah.
So I think that they go to review it, and that's like the first thing they see, and I'm like, yeah, harder. So I get it. I do get it, but they took
it's
it down
not
and
meant
put
to
it
be
back up.
sexually gratifying.
Well, YouTube said their justification was it was not just sexual, but it was meant for the purpose of sexual satisfaction. And I'm like, no, it's not. And they took the video down, and then I was DMing with them, and then they were like, actually, our team reviewed it, and it's fine. Put it back up. But the crack pipe video stayed down, unfortunately. So we had to like re-upload it the other day, where we just like blurred out the crack pipes. So
Yeah.
it's just like pixelated crack pipes. I was proud of that though. That did look very real.
It's up on our.
It's on
we put-
Patreon.
Okay, the uncensored version.
Yeah, I'd try crack.
You would or you have?
I would.
I would. I'm terrified of crack.
What?
Not me and Ryan.
You're
Why?
like offended. What?
Just try it once. It's
I-
not like
I know.
it's like there's this stigma
Just
around
try
it.
it.
It's
Whenever
like-
I tell people I do crack, they look at me like I'm crazy.
Don't knock
Yeah.
it till you try it. And you know what I say? It's like crack's like Lay's potato chips. You can't just have one.
One
Well,
crack?
that's where you get into a problem. Like for me, it's like
Well, I enjoy the
every
crack,
few
so-
days. Well, you can't get addicted. You just got to enjoy the high while it's there.
What
Okay,
does
well,
crack do? Is crack like a
It's just
stimulant?
smokable cocaine.
Okay.
It's just cheap cocaine.
And then
It's
Meth
baking
is-
soda, cocaine, like in water mixed up on the stove, and it forms like rocks.
Whoa.
And you smoke it.
Okay.
We should do
Cocaine
a crack, how to
or-
smoke crack, like how to make crack, like a cooking video. I wanted to do a video where
it's a
we rented
tutorial.
out like a like one of those like home kitchen sets and just do like a really high production video, but just like how to just cooking crack.
we also just wanted to. There was this idea where we just wanted to like hire an actor and just see if for educational purposes stuff, because you can still look up how to put on a condom and find those videos. I think it would be interesting to see if we could get away with that on the channel. Not us, but like someone else.
We can do it ourselves.
We can. I mean, yeah.
Dude, I watched one of those videos once, like the condom tutorial, and the dude the whole time's like talking like he's like putting the condom on, but he's trying to make it look like he's having a struggle, and he's like, it's so tight, man, and then he like
I used
rips
to
it
get
on
the
purpose,
magnums.
and he's like, I'm always breaking them. It just keeps happening, and he struggles with it for so long. Like, and he keeps like it's clear that he has his like fingernail in it. And he's like, this always happens to me. It's keep breaking these condoms, And he's like fake struggling the whole video to try to make his dick look like really big. I mean, it was a nice sized penis, but that's just what I needed in my condom tutorial. Does anyone actually do that? Like they're about to like make love for the first time, and they pull out like hold on, babe, and they pull out their phone and like pull up a how to put on a condom tutorial and watch like the 6-minute thing.
No, that's nervously like the night before they're watching that to like learn. Like,
okay, yeah.
For sure, I think. I mean, I don't know. I
No,
don't have a penis.
Yeah, that would be it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope nobody's like.
I mean,
in the
it's-
moment.
I forgot.
That's like that's like 6th grade me going on WikiHow like how to finger.
What
And-
does sex feel? What does a
Yeah.
vagina feel like?
Go on Yahoo Answers with all these. Actually, I one time I went on Wikipedia. So like I was really scared to look at porn growing up because I was a huge Christian. But I was like, well, if I look at Wikipedia articles that have
Oh, it's
nudity,
valid.
it's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just would go like look up like female anatomy, and I remember I forgot to
man.
clear the history, and my mom came to me in the kitchen.
I was gonna
like,
say the cringiest TikToks, like the TikToks that I actually can't watch anymore, is people talking about the search history that they left on their computer as 8-year-olds. Like the ones where it's like me remembering that I looked up biggest butt in world man on my search engine as a kid.
Oh.
Still
Because you
looking that
know
shit
that like the parents are finding that shit. And
Yeah.
it makes me want to die. I
Well,
feel so bad for them.
my mom came downstairs, and I was in the kitchen like at the table, and she's like, Matthew, I saw that you were researching labia, and I was like.
Researching.
And she's like, if you ever have any questions, you can ask me. And I was like, that's literally not what. Like I wasn't trying to educate myself.
My dad was a little more nice about it. He like came into the room. He's like, "Hey, I checked the history. I saw what you're looking at. Kristen is my stepmom, and Kristen found it. Look, I took the blame for this one.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
But just clear the history next time." So he was super
took
like,
the
"I
blame.
get it.
Hero.
I understand." And I was like,
We have the exact opposite
"My dad's
Yeah.
my hero."
because he's wonderful. I love him so much.
I went on DeviantArt, and it
Opening it with I went on DeviantArt is so
Yeah, you know where
funny.
it's going.
It wasn't on purpose. I just really, this is so embarrassing.
No, go for
I
it.
really liked drawing animals, and I started to
a
see
lot of people on DeviantArt
furry
too.
art,
Yeah,
but I thought it was just like cool anthropomorphic animals.
is it not?
But I started to like look more into it, and I was like, male fox drawings, and then it was like
Yeah.
gay furry porn.
Yeah, it goes hard.
And I had never
does.
seen porn before, and it was like hard.
That's
like,
the
it was,
worst
like,
Your first
because-
porn
that was my
furry
first
porn.
furry
Gay
porn.
furry porn.
Fox gay furry porn.
That's
on
awesome.
DeviantArt, and I had no clue how to clear the browser history or anything. So like my mom definitely saw pictures of gay fox railing each other in the ass.
Oh my
For
god!
sure.
Yeah, that's the worst for kids because they are interested in all of that sort of like, animals, cartoons,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. And it almost immediately segues.
It's,
Yeah, it's
There's
quick.
no warning. There's no there was that, and then the other experience I had was like my older brother clearly was adventuring, and it was back when you could get viruses that just have like pop-ups that go like bang 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 bang.
Yeah.
that was some special kind of hell.
It was hell.
Those things.
Yeah, that really sucked.
My heart would. I'd be like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Sickening feeling.
Oh,
you have
yeah.
no control. People don't know how good they have it these
Yeah.
days.
Oh my
you
God,
don't
yeah.
have to worry about like
Constant
pop-ups.
I did that on
pop-ups.
on my dad's work computer. I did that, and I was like, no.
But it was specifically a bukkake pop-up, and I was like maybe 8, 9, and so I'm sitting there on the computer playing Neopets, and it's just like bang 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 bang, just bukkake.
Damn.
And I was panicking because I was like, "What's?"
You couldn't close those faster than they popped up. That
No,
was
you
hell.
couldn't.
Scary.
And when I was in like 8th grade, I was on my dad's work computer, and I had been viewing something that a good Christian boy shouldn't have. But on porn sites, if sometimes if you just like click a video, it will automatically open up an ad in the background
Yeah.
for like Live Jasmine or some site like that. So I heard my dad coming, so like I closed I pulled up another window, I closed everything.
Oh my god!
And he's like, son, I got to get on and do some work. I was like, okay. And I closed the browser, and then like that was on the desktop, just like one of those ads.
No.
And I was like, what the heck? Dad, I don't know what this. Like, I think we have a virus. And I still made a virus, and I downloaded some like bullshit antivirus software and spent like 10 minutes pretending to like set it up. Like, yeah, it's good. I took care of it. And your dad took the fall for you. I've told this
That's
before,
amazing.
but my dad actually, I took the fall for my dad once, and he never acknowledged
Well,
it.
he blamed you.
Wow.
He didn't blame me. He just didn't say anything.
He was like nice. Like,
So I went. I've told this on a previous episode, but I'll do it real quick.
It's probably the third time, I think.
Probably, yeah. But we have guests that need to
They
hear
haven't
this.
heard it.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
Well, you don't listen to the SuperMegaCast every day? Why are you laughing?
I just have a bad memory.
Yeah, same. So does everyone listening. But, you know, I was in 8th grade, and I went to the beach with a church, like, beach day, and I got baptized. And I was feeling so high on God. Like, I got baptized, and I was like, God, man, everything's looking up. And, like, I came home, and I was like, man, today's awesome. Like, I got the love of Christ in me, you know, and I'm sitting in the living room with my dad. He's on the couch. I'm on, like, the recliner. And my mom comes downstairs with, like a very stern look, and she's standing, like, in the stairwell. And she's like, so, does anyone want to explain to me why the browser history has been cleared? And, like, my heart sank. But it wasn't me. It was my dad had done that because I hadn't looked at anything. And my dad didn't say anything. And I was like, Mom, I really don't know. Like, I don't know. And she's like, okay, well, your Aunt Liz has a friend who knows how to get everything you've ever looked at back. So I'm going to have to take the computer in. And I was just like, it was me. It was me. And I said it was, even though it was my dad. And my mom sent me in my room. So my dad watched me, like, march my ass up the stairs,
Wow.
like, sitting there, like, enjoying his he had a popsicle, like, fucking chilling there with his popsicle, watching his son go to his room and get grounded. He
That's
never even said
shameful.
thank you. I
That
told my
is
mom that
shameful.
recently,
Yeah.
and she was like, I'm so sorry.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right under the bus.
That's such a difficult dynamic to sort of work out as a parent. Like, I'd have no idea what the fuck to do
Yeah.
if my kid was doing that. I would like to think I'd be able to relate, and I'd do what your dad did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try to give them a talk. Like,
Hey, I got
I'd give them a
Maybe-
talk about pornography
careful.
and the dangers of it.
Right.
And I'd be like, son, you got to try NoFap. Like, this is what you got to get on.
I'm wondering if the reason why your dad didn't thank you or say anything is because his thought process was not that you were taking the fall for him, but that you had done something after him. And he was like, oh, I got so fucking lucky that my son.
He would never admit it, though. Like, he's not that type of guy that would ever admit
Right.
that he had viewed
Right.
not incestuous,
like-
pornographic. I don't know where incestuous came from. He probably would view incestuous stuff, but pornographic content, he would never.
But I'm wondering if he thought that, like, he just got lucky.
Yeah.
And you didn't think that you were doing a favor for him. And he thought, like, if he thanked you, then you would know that he. looked at-
exactly. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't want to let know, and he's like, oh, like, he probably was looking
Yeah.
at something.
So I just got lucky.
I'm like, Dad, you got it. Like, don't clear the history. Delete certain items.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the tactic.
The last hour.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know. But my dad was too stupid to do that. Cleared it all, and then I got fucking thrown under the bus.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel like because I was raised in a Muslim household where, like, talking about sexuality was just not, like, that's not something that happened. So I
It doesn't
definitely
happen here either.
didn't learn the tools to, like, talk to a child about that stuff. So, like, sometimes I worry about, I'm like, man, if I ever had a kid, like, I definitely don't want to mess up a kid with their sexuality. Like, I know that that's, like, in the West, we're really bad for that. But, like, I don't have the tools, like, at all. So I have no idea how
Well, that's what YouTube videos are for, like the condom tutorial.
Just
Oh.
give them the YouTube.
How
Yeah,
to-
make a playlist, but like sit down and watch.
I do feel like the way I grew up was more so just like figure it out yourself.
Yeah,
like
in South
school
Carolina.
was like you can get STDs and this is a penis and this is a vagina, but I never had like a sex talk
Nope.
with my parents.
Yeah,
I didn't
have
either.
that either.
Same.
My mom
Yeah.
got me a book. It was like a illustrated
That's
like
so
pen and pencil
fascinating.
book.
Do you think that's probably a big factor, and that's probably pretty common? They're like, I don't want to make this awkward, or yeah, they're probably learning about it in school. Good enough.
Or like they have
But
they have the internet.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's just like
They
the
have-
worst. Yeah. They find furry porn.
God.
Yeah.
on the
Well,
Well,
internet.
the worst part about like that era is like your parents are learning, who are older, are learning about the internet like in conjunction with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like neither of you know how to work the internet too well or the computer in general. So like you're both learning at the same time.
But you at a faster
now, True. I feel like now you at least have enough of an idea that this machine, this family computer, is kind of insidious potentially.
It's evil.
Yeah, it's got a lot of evil potential.
Yeah.
And
It's always the family computer.
it's always the family computer. My mom wouldn't let me have my own I wanted a laptop for so long. She's like, nope. Because and I was
in
like,
its own room. At least mine was like in its like.
It was in
this
my
is
dad's-
the computer
No,
room.
family computer in the living room, public.
Oh,
well,
okay.
we had one in the kitchen. Well, it was my dad's old work computer, but my dad is an architectural illustrator, so he has a studio at home with like all those like big like drawing tables. But he had a work computer. It's always the family computer. Yeah.
Always. And then my mom gifted my brother a PSP, and she didn't know what she had done.
Dude, Nintendo DSi.
I went to so many porn sites on my PSP. It
It
sucked though at the time because the internet still was garbage.
Yeah. It's difficult to navigate things.
I like how I was getting frustrated for myself.
You're
in that
remembering, man.
moment.
Visceral rage coming
Yeah,
back.
it's just like
the PSP was awesome though. That
Oh yeah.
Dude, I remember watching porn on the Nintendo Wii like late at night when I'd be upstairs on like the playroom, and I would like go on like the Nintendo Wii browser and go to like X videos, and it was horrible at loading. But I was like so scared. I'd hear like my parents coming up the stairs. But they added a feature where you can click a button and like a curtain comes on the screen. And I was like,
oh.
they know what they were doing. Nintendo
that's
DSi for me, dude.
Yeah.
It was like because you couldn't play videos, so I would just go. Just to GIF websites.
The
on
minute
the
they
Nintendo
get up there, it would be like.
right.
So the minute they get up there, it would be just curtains closing.
Hey, what do you watch?
the show ended. That was it.
Just watching some curtains.
I like that premise, like to figure out like what, because I feel like that's probably a lot of like unique stories. Is how did you get out of being caught in a watching porn situation? Like, did you turn off the monitor, which would be like a big risky move because
Right.
Like, what the
you
fuck?
turn it back on.
What are you
too.
doing?
It's
Yeah,
like
it's
it
right
It
there.
might be there. Yeah.
You know, do you like obscure, like I remember at one point I was like, it was family computer, door behind me, and I'm like, I better obscure the monitor with my large back. So I'd be like, yeah, kind of up here like this, you know? May have been effective at one point or another. It's really hard
Got
to
strong
say.
shoulder muscles now.
Yeah. I didn't
tell,
really
looks
I
good.
didn't really test it. I'd be like, you know, that's a hard one
Back
to
to the
test.
door is the most dangerous. See, mine, the way it worked was, it was next to the door, so you walk in and the screen's this way. So
That's the same. It was like
yeah.
I was
Oh
right
my
here,
god!
the door
And I
was
remember
over
one
there.
time I heard my dad come to us, fuck, and I was closing, and the computer just froze. And that's one of the biggest moments of panic I've ever experienced in my life. That and the time I almost drowned, but those two are pretty close in terms of like panic, sheer panic.
Yeah.
Kick off 2022 with a better checking account with no monthly fees. Introducing Chime, an award-winning app and debit card which has no overdraft fees, foreign transaction fees, monthly fees, or service fees. With over 60,000 fee-free in-network ATMs at many locations like most Walgreens, 7-Eleven, CVS, you can access your money when you need it, where you need it. And you can also send money to anyone, even if they aren't on Chime. Fee-free for you and no cash-out fees for them. Ron and I use Chime because, honestly, why would you want to use a debit card that is loaded with fees every month that throw fees at you for just overdrafting a little bit or this or that? Why? How does it make sense for them to charge you money for not having money? Makes no sense. So why not switch to Chime, where you can enjoy no monthly fees? So go ahead and make your first good decision of the new year and join over 10 million people, including me and Ryan, using Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/super. That's chime.com/super. Banking services provided by and debit card issued by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank North America. Members FDIC. Get fee-free transactions at any MoneyPass ATM and a 7-Eleven location and at any Allpoint or Visa Plus Alliance ATM. Otherwise, out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. Sometimes, pay anyone instant transfers can be delayed. The recipient must use a valid debit card or be a Chime member to claim funds. Listen up, fellas. I know that skincare might seem like a mountain that is unclimbable, but listen to me, your good friend Matthew Watson from SuperMegaCast, when I say it is an easy thing to tackle. I understand why you give up. It's complicated. You know, it's mostly targeted towards women. You don't know where to start, and it's so, there's just so many different products, but Curology is here to save the day. I love Curology. I use it every single month. I love the daily facial moisturizer. It makes my skin feel so soft and precious. And the online test is super easy and quick to do. So guys, if you want ultra easy skincare that's actually made for your skin, Curology is the way to go. You'll get a custom prescription cream made for you by a dermatology provider for your specific goals, whether that's tackling acne, clogged pores, skin texture, dark spots, fine lines, or something else. You start by taking a short online skin quiz, and if it's a good fit, they'll ship you your formula right to your door. I have super dry skin, so I got a great skin moisturizer, and like I said, it makes my face look like a baby's face, in a good way. And I'm able to message my provider anytime, which is super easy if something's not working out or I want to change something. So get started with Curology just like I did with a free 30-day trial at Curology.com/super. Just pay $5 for shipping and handling. That's Curology.com/super to start your free 30-day trial. Cancel anytime. Prescription subject to consultation. This episode of the SuperMegaCast is brought to you by Zip. Whew, planning the perfect Valentine's Day is easy. A weekend away with fancy dinners, bouquets of flowers, and some new jewelry. But when it's time to pay the bill, it's not always so simple. Instead, shop with Zip, the leading buy now, pay later shopping app. The Zip app is easy as 1, 2, 3 and accepted everywhere you can use a credit card. This Valentine's Day, show your loved ones how much you care without worrying about the big bill, and use Zip to split it up into easy, convenient payments. Download the Zip app today and use anywhere your heart desires.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed those maybe it's too late for ad reads.
Yeah.
We're back. I
placed them somewhere.
I had to drain the main
twice.
vein. We're back. And we wanted to have one final point of conversation. And it's boxing, baby.
Boxing.
Just throwing punches,
Getting punched.
getting muscles,
Training.
fucking
Eating.
doing do workouts with your friends, drinking protein,
Fighting with your friends.
eating
Drinking your friend's protein.
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
By the way, there's not that much protein in semen.
No, actually, one sperm cell is 800 megabytes worth of data. And in terms
does
of
that have to do-
if they converted that to
they don't
computer
convert-
information, it would be about 800 megabytes. So one load is 80 million gigabytes or 80 petabytes. Just fun fact.
Okay.
That's
I thought you were connecting it to.
Can't upload that to the
boxing.
drive.
Yeah.
No. But sorry. Boxing. You, Ian and Anisa, you guys are quite the boxers. You guys are incredible at boxing. And
I would say we're mildly competent for new people.
We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
almost intermediate, I think.
so, how long have you guys been boxing?
Since July of 2021.
Oh, so you haven't even been doing it a year.
No.
Not yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
I thought you'd been doing it a lot longer.
No, we pretty much just started because we wanted to get the jump on Rice Gum. We were like, we can get probably 3 months ahead of him because he's lazy and he won't do anything until it's on and there's
Shots
a
fired.
promise of money. Shots fired.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so we started ahead of time, and then obviously he wimped out. So
Yeah, what
we were
happened with that? Because he wasn't the fight wasn't he the first one to initiate
yeah,
that?
he wanted it to happen, but he only wanted it to happen. And this is just speculation, but I would say it's very confident speculation that Austin McBroom basically told him, "Hey, we're doing this TikToker versus YouTuber event." And by the way, that was a big disaster. He promised people millions of dollars.
Austin McBroom would never scam anyone.
Definitely not. I think he's being sued for $150 million right now, or 120. It's not really too much of a difference. But I think he put this number in Rice Gum's head, which is why he reached out to Anisa. He was like, "Oh yeah, I can get so much money. I'll fight iDubbbz. That's the fight to do."
Yeah.
And obviously, without getting any second opinions or any idea of what you would actually be paid for a boxing event, he, just continued to talk to me about it. And once I realized there's no fucking way that anyone is getting paid nearly that amount, I was like sort of nervous about kind of breaking that news to him. So we were trying to make it as appealing of a thing to him as possible. So I was like, I'm not getting paid. At that time, I didn't even think that we wouldn't be paying other fighters as well. But we basically said everyone gets to pay to charity, but Rice Gum gets a big fat paycheck.
And even that wasn't
even with
enough.
all of that,
That's
he
fucking
didn't wanna do it.
ridiculous.
I know.
It's crazy too.
He's already a
because
millionaire.
it's insane because we were so in the dark. We had no idea how to get this done. He wanted us to like piggyback on the McBroom thing, and we were like, there's no way. And then he was like, Keemstar can do it. And we were like, no, that's not happening. We have to do it ourselves, which at the time we had no clue what that actually meant.
Entailed, yeah.
So we started training first because we were like, well, that's going to be the hardest thing to do. And we found our trainer Michael Briggs. And Michael thought we were pranking him.
Same thing with my
because,
trainer.
Because like Ian told him his name, and like when you look up his name, like it's not attached to his YouTube channel or anything. So like our coach was like, okay, this guy wants to fight somebody to be famous, or like he had no clue like what was going on. So we started training, but then we started to realize really quickly that like we needed to find a promoter, and we needed to find like all these things that we had no contacts for. Like we were like pretty much in the dark. So there was like this one night we were like lying in bed, and Ian's like, should I message Manny Pacquiao on Instagram? And I was like, yeah, like why not do that? And so Ian's like, okay. So he messaged Manny Pacquiao, and within 15 minutes, pretty much like 15, 20
Manny
minutes.
Pacquiao himself?
Manny Pacquiao himself messaged Ian back because Ian was like, I want to do a boxing event, and I need help. You know, I want to do charity, and you have a charity and stuff. And he messaged us back and was like, sure, contact my charity guy.
King of the Philippines.
And it was crazy because that was our in. Like we ended up meeting with him and Mike, who's the guy
You
that
met
we're
with Manny
working-
Pacquiao?
Not Manny Pacquiao.
Oh.
His charity guy.
Okay.
And Mike, the guy that we're working with now, we call him Fight Manager Mike because there's a bunch of Mikes in our life right now. But Fight Manager Mike and a couple of other guys. And we were in the room with them, and Fight Manager Mike was like, okay, there's something here. And thankfully, we connected, and that's how we started getting the ball rolling for actually making an event. But we trained for 3 or 4 months blindly, like 2 times a day, like 5 times a week, with no actual like fight going on.
Yeah, you guys are bricked up.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
like those muscles you got pumping right now, Ian, are quite exquisite muscles.
Oh, thank you, man. I
watched-
like your muscles too.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
They're coming in.
Hey,
So I'm working
SpongeBob
on it.
muscles.
SpongeBob muscles.
The anchor arms.
Dude, I just complimented you, and you come back with that. It's unbelievable.
No, like,
I've been watching. That's just steroids, essentially, just blowing them up.
yeah, I love that.
I'm just gonna do steroids.
No.
But yeah, like I watched videos of both you guys, and you're fucking.
yeah,
crazy.
We're trying.
We're
We've
trying.
it's really been super enjoyable. It's like, you know, I've never done any sports, let alone like combat sports in my whole life. So it's like a huge change, and I feel like, you know, gifting that to others through, you know, this event, I think
Right.
will also be very rewarding.
And you know, Ryan and I have been taking boxing lessons and training,
But you haven't been hit yet. Or
No.
have you?
I'm starting sparring. I think Friday. He said at the end of this week.
Okay.
I'm waiting for my
Headgear.
my headgear to arrive. I got my mouthpiece and everything. Just waiting on the headgear. And my coach was like, "Yeah, we got to get you used to getting punched." So
Awesome.
we hit each other that one time in the green screen studio, but it wasn't really.
No, I think we were scared to like actually.
We should do it like, for like your documentary or something. We just
Yeah.
give each other a good punch for the first time.
Well, you guys can do that. You know, when we maybe
Spar.
go to Box and Burn on
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah,
Okay.
that could be good. It could be because I'm trying to think.
if you want that
of
for your
one.
documentary, we can.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
We each punch each other. Just
A real punch. Yeah.
Okay.
First ever punch, losing punch.
I've never been punched in the face in general. Surprisingly.
Well, I mean, I guess in fairness, like that's probably not how you'd get started with. You know,
We're looking over at our coach, and he's like, "That's fine." He's like, "Yeah, you can do that."
we'll use 10-ounce things for it.
No, 16. So, yeah. But go on.
yeah, but you know, you guys could probably do a full blown thing.
Yeah.
You know, just get comfortable moving around and
Yeah, we can
punch
try.
it.
Okay.
I
'Cause to be honest, I feel like if I just, you know, if I had someone just punch me, like that wouldn't be reflective of like what a boxing match is.
Yeah.
That would fucking hurt, and it would be very.
Yeah, because when you're
I'll still
boxing
do it.
correctly, when you're boxing correctly, no punch should like land dead. Like on.
Yeah.
Like you're moving
Oh, I'm
a
not
lot.
talking like
it
we're just
can't-
gonna like punch each
Oh.
other.
What was
I mean, we'll
the
give
thought?
him like a little jab.
Oh, like a bop.
okay.
You give him a little.
Well, that will
bop
happen
on
if
his
you guys
snoot.
just spar.
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Which
well,
we should do.
Thank you guys
we
for
see each other so
getting
much.
us into this boxing, and we should spar because we see each other every day.
Yeah, I mean, sparring each other would be great.
Ah.
But I found it's really good for the self-esteem. Like
Yeah,
boxing
it's
in
really
general.
cool. Yeah.
I'm nervous. I've never done it.
You should be nervous.
So it's basically it's just like I've just been doing like repetition and drills and form, but I don't know how to actually like translate. I've just been doing pads, so now I actually have to learn how to translate that into.
Ryan was saying that his coach is having him doing a lot of movement and punching. Have you
Yeah.
been moving and punching at all?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We do this one exercise where he brings out like the shield, like the body
Oh,
shield thing,
cool.
and
nice.
he basically just moves around, and I have to like follow him and
That's great.
That's what
He'll be like
our
cross,
coach. We call
uppercut.
it the ball of doom.
You're just making up
hate-
names.
Well, I,
Ball of
I
doom.
find well, it is the ball of doom.
Yeah, it's also
It's
it's got all
evil.
sorts of names.
It's evil.
He'll basically hold like a big exercise, not an exercise ball. What
it's
is
a
it?
medicine ball, but it's a huge one.
Oh.
And he's got like a bodysuit or body protector.
Body armor.
So like he'll walk at you, right? It's 3 minutes we do this, and you're just like punching the ball, uppercutting it, fucking like going down for body shots.
exhausting.
Yeah.
For you want to die.
yeah.
It's surprising.
My
'cause
endurance
it
already.
doesn't
My
look
endurance
like much.
sucks.
Yeah.
So I've been. It's getting better. Like I can go a lot longer than I could like 2 months ago.
That's what I noticed. The biggest changes I've noticed, like of like a key point of interest for some reason, have been like when I'm doing a warm up run before a workout. I'm like, this is a lot easier.
That's
Yeah.
so great.
I
And
love
then
that.
when like doing just general push ups,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
because you're either getting lighter or you're just getting stronger.
Both.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do
Yeah.
more of these, and I'm not like my heart isn't feeling constricted as much when
Yes.
I'm doing them.
Michael was telling us like when we were boxing, he was like, "Oh, if you guys want to go for like an hour-long run, like that's a good active rest." And I was thinking like an active rest. I was like, that
relaxing
sounds
this
like
afternoon.
it sucks because I used to like literally not be able to run for like 2 minutes without having to stop. So we went on an hour-long run, and
now.
20 minutes in, we were like, "Oh, this is not hard at all. It doesn't feel like it's not hard to do anymore. It's just really cool."
So surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
Well,
great.
yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of this whole boxing event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Are you scared of Nathan?
Can I talk about that?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
I am very scared of Nathan. Nathan Barnett, who because I knew Nathan years ago. We met years ago, back when I worked at Game Grumps. Met him through that, and I used to watch Nathan when I was in high school on YouTube. I liked his like dance videos
Oh, that's
a lot.
cool.
And he's such a nice guy. Like he's one of the sweetest dudes I've ever met. Just so down to earth. And when it was like brought to me like, well, you could fight Nathan, I was like, oh yeah, that's great. We're both scrawny, and I didn't know that Nathan had just in his free time been taking boxing lessons for like 9 months already at that point.
Oh, no.
So now it's been like over a year of boxing lessons for him.
And he's in like
And
shape.
I remember him just being like, regular 40-year-old man, like kind of like not necessarily muscular, but god damn it, he fucking got shredded. And now he's doing boxing. He's taking it a lot more seriously than I am. And he also like he's a dancer. So like the footwork,
Oh.
which I have a bit of a hard time with the footwork.
Yeah.
So he knows like choreography and stuff. So he's on his feet. So like he's good at the footwork.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I didn't think about his dancing. That's
yeah.
one of his main things.
So like his movement's gonna be like,
Oh,
because
yeah.
boxing almost is. It's like angry dancing.
Yeah.
Where
It
you want to
is-
hurt
it
someone.
is like angry dancing.
So it's like, I'm hopefully not fucked, but I probably am.
You have reach though.
I do. I have a good reach over him. So if I can keep gaining weight and
Yeah.
know,
Just
maybe,
keep walking
maybe.
backwards and throwing jabs out. That's all you
I'm
gotta
gonna
do.
keep throwing the jabs at him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break his skull.
yeah,
Right in
that's the
half.
mentality you gotta have. You
Yeah.
gotta end his life.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Mom, he's gonna die in that ring.
It's so funny because we've been telling everybody like we want you to be as safe as possible. We want you to train and learn so nobody's getting hurt and it's proper boxing. And then Ian's like, I want you to end his life.
I will. I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead.
And Michael's just saying no.
Well, I can't sneak like a dagger or anything, right?
Maybe like a button that it pops out of the glove. Like a,
I'll
Looks
put
so
like
sick, like
I'll
Wolverine
put like
claws.
TNT in my thing, so when I punch him, it explodes.
oh, that would be sick.
It's Florida, so maybe.
Yeah.
okay,
true.
yeah. There's no
Yeah.
rules there.
Our coach said it is Florida. It's gonna be in Florida, so maybe.
Hell yeah! Well, I
There's
can't
no
wait to
COVID
see
masks.
this event and who all's doing it. And Ryan, you're getting real in shape for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't say who my opponent is, but one of my
press
biggest things
speaks
about
mine.
the event is like I went and looked at their profile and I'm like, so I'm definitely the underdog in this scenario. There will definitely be a lot more cheers for them during the fight.
Markiplier.
That's
Sorry.
funny. I felt the same way. You know, when I was like getting matched up and I was looking at that, I was like, okay, I'm definitely not gonna be the likable one here.
Yeah,
Which is
I'm the villain of
I'm
this
the
story.
villain. Which like is such an interesting because when I talked to the person that I was matched up with, she was like, I thought the opposite. She was like, I thought that I would be the person that, which I find so. I think our brains. I think it's just some people's brains. You're like, oh, I'm clearly the, but you're not.
The good news is that everyone has their own villain that they choose.
Hey,
and
Yeah.
Sometimes the
hero.
bad guys win.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some people are gonna view Ian as the biggest villain ever. And
Yeah,
some people
and
are
I'm
gonna
sort of
think he's-
anticipating that
Yeah.
a bit. Like
Play into it.
it's also I think I disagree with
Yeah,
your
Really?
matchup. Yeah, it's not that cut and dry.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think it's pretty even.
I think that honestly, like in my humble opinion, I think that Ryan is going to absolutely decimate because you have this
Uppercut
like
him.
hidden rage in you.
That's it.
that
Matt
just-
keeps saying that. I think he really believes it.
Honestly,
I'd like to think that there was a moment where like
no, there is a
upset him
moment
or something.
Well, I didn't upset it, but what just makes me think of this was that video that we shot that's not out yet. When for the next E3 video, you have the freak out. and you-
Oh.
with the keyboard.
Well, that was acting.
I know, but you
acting
like
is-
I after the camera stopped rolling, dude, I was like, holy shit. Like that
They
he pulled
just-
some real rage out
He
there.
just said freak out. And
I gotta show you guys this clip.
break.
That's
your-
so
It's
funny.
unbelievable
So-
how good Ryan is at like rage acting. But you're so strong. You got this.
I like
Thanks.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
that's
people
so
are
sweet.
sort of restricted because of like society and everything. That
Yeah.
like you're just meant to behave and keep it in. And if
Yeah.
you don't have like a sport or a thing to like let that out, like I think there's a lot of killers out there
Mm.
on YouTube and elsewhere that
who just need a good workout.
they need. Yeah,
I'm
they
about to
need
get my
something.
worst behavior.
Yeah, my,
Rubs hands together.
It's gonna be crazy. Nathan's gonna die.
I like
Actually
that.
kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm so excited to
manslaughter.
see everyone and like what I mean. Ryan was telling us before the podcast that he's lost 12 pounds.
Really?
I started at 210 at, I think, because at first I was like, I'm around like 200 or something. All of a sudden I weighed myself at like 210. It was like kind of like a wake up call, like, oh my God, I have been gaining weight
Yeah.
for a little bit,
Yeah.
I guess. And so just, I've been training every day I can if I'm not like for the holidays. And the training sessions are sometimes pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Like I threw up for the first
Yeah.
time
In your
doing
entire
a
life?
workout. From doing a workout.
I've never thrown up.
I tried to keep it in because I know you're afraid of
It's
vomit.
okay. I wasn't around.
I also am afraid of vomit.
Yeah, I ate since I was a child. It's like huge. Not as bad anymore, but the emetophobia is real.
Yeah, no, it's real for sure.
It's crazy.
I have the same.
I used to I'd have to like cover my ears and like I'd like be trembling.
I
like a little
asked my
pussy.
mom to kill me when I was like 9 because I didn't want to puke. I was like, Mom, kill me.
Oh, I was so
please
scared
kill
of
me."
puking.
Yeah.
Have you thrown up from a workout?
Drinking.
No.
Okay.
He
But
loves
I
throwing
love
up.
puking.
I
It's
do
like
too.
his favorite thing on the planet.
It feels so good.
It freaks me out. We were in bed one time. We had been out with Dunky and Leah, and he had put everything in his body that he could find. It was like peanut butter beer and like coconut Thai shrimp and like just
lot
a
of weird shit.
like desserts, like everything. And we're lying in bed, and he's like, "Oh, I think I want to puke." He said he didn't say I think I have to puke. He said I think I want to puke.
I've done that before.
And it freaked
just
me
so
out.
much, and you're like, I'm just
I
gonna
was
go
like,
do it.
"What the fuck do you mean you want to puke?" And he goes into the bathroom. He just starts puke. He's always like that. Though.
It's just like almost always instant relief.
Yeah.
Like, after you're done, it's like,
Especially,
I wish
like-
every
Freaks me
illness
out.
was like
Yeah.
this.
I
Like
can't.
I don't like you. Very rarely I drink to the point where my body throws up, but I do like when I drink a lot, I'll be like, I'm gonna go throw up because I will feel better.
Nice.
I can't get. I will fight till the end.
Well, actually, my emetophobia was alleviated by by binge drinking. So because then I had to become used to
Nice.
throwing up.
Fascinating.
So
yeah.
yeah, so it did help with that. It killed my liver, but helped my brain.
I had eaten accidentally like 150 milligrams of weed gummies, like edibles.
Oh.
And it was like my first time.
Oh God.
And I was in that bathroom fighting it. Fighting puking.
Terrifying.
I refused, and I was having all like horrible like audio hallucinations and stuff. And like my friend was like, she came in to check on me, and it was almost like that extra noise. Just it set me over. I was in there for hours fighting it. Set me over the top. I just puked it out. I felt instantly better, but it's like you think my brain would figure that out and be like, oh, it's not a bad thing. But I'm still like,
yeah.
I still hate. I can't.
I'm the same way. Like I can't like puke unless I've eaten a bunch or if I've drank a bunch. But like I'm still really scared. I'm really scared of getting a sickness that makes me puke.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah. Well, that's a great note to end it on.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the podcast. You've been lovely, delightful guests. You're welcome back anytime.
Hell yeah.
And what do you say we end this one? You guys got anything you wanna plug? I know that our audience is much bigger than yours, but maybe you can gain a couple subs from us.
Yeah. Boxing event. Just be on the lookout for it.
Just keep those eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them peeled.
Hopefully in the first quarter of the year.
Yeah. Q1 and now closer to Q2,
Oh,
but
damn. Yeah.
You want
keep those eyes peeled.
to plug anything?
No, I don't have anything anymore to plug, really.
That's how you know you've made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we like having smaller creators on like yourself to kind of give them a little bit of. We like to share the spotlight a little bit.
I hope
so,
it didn't make you too nervous.
Yeah.
Being on such a big production.
But thank you guys for coming on, and thank all of you for listening. You can go get this ad free on our Patreon. Go check out our Patreon. $5 a month for a bunch of epic goodies. And what do you say we end this one with the Pledge of Allegiance?
Okay. Do you remember it?
She
I
remembers
will
it.
try my best,
Okay.
actually. I
All right,
will.
hand on the heart.
Okay.
Hand on the heart.
I pledge
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, not over
Indivisible,
God, under God, indivisible,
with
liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, wait,
Hell
so
yeah.
end with an
Hell yeah.
amen?
Usually, I would say amen. A lot
I
of
would
the times.
too, 'cause it felt like a
Amen.
prayer.
It was
Amen.
like there was that end beat
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
All right,
Amen.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.